Good evening, students. How are we doing? Talk to me.
Good evening, sir. I'm doing okay. How about you?
Good evening, sir. In CNT, I'm internet unstable bad.
I kind of figured. Oh Jesus. I was talking about it today.
Evening, sir. I am on data. I don't have any Wi-Fi at home.
By the way, you got back right?
Yes, sir. I have light, but no internet.
Mm-hmm. All the rest of you doing? Good,
I
good
don't get
morning.
back like it's there.
No
You don't get
light,
back
no
right yet?
water, no internet.
Some
No,
Jesus,
no
have
water,
students
no.
have
mercy.
problem logging in, sir. The internet problem. They were texting in the group.
Oh Jesus. Mm-mm. Anybody is without light? Other than those who indicated? Everybody else have light and water?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No sir, no light, no water.
Mm-mm. Gosh. All right. So we had a session of our own from last week, Friday, before the institution had some stuff, but some of you didn't. Oh no, Osh. Some of you didn't join, and I figure you didn't join because you didn't have internet access, you missed the message, or for some other reason. I am here checking in on you. How are you doing? How has the hurricane affected you? Forgive me, those of you who were in the session last week, Friday. I know we had a session yesterday, but that session was a general session. I now need to assess my students. The rest of them was just a whole college. I want to know how to reach my students, especially the ones who are on data. If their data runs out, I need to know that if the data runs out, you can top up so that the recording can be sent to you. So at least you can join the session asynchronously. What I'm saying to you is that I just want to make sure that you're fine. So I have some other things to share or to reiterate what was said in the meeting. I'm not sure if all of you were at the meeting, but the vice principal did say your lecturer will give you additional information. So before I even jump into it, I want to find out. We have family in the West. If so, are you hearing from them? Are they doing better? Talk to me, please.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
My family is in Shilani.
Mm-hmm.
I heard from them. I find my way there.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother was one of the lucky ones that still have her roof, but there is no light or water, so I'm not able to talk to them as often as possible.
Mm-hmm.
My son lives there, so I have him now. Otherwise, we're fine.
Okay, I'm happy. You know, um, light and water is the least for me based on the damage that others have received. Um, the only difficulty is the mosquito, where I can't bother because when you're hot and the mosquito them a bother you, it's a wicked thing. But Steph, are they able to have drinking water?
Well, they're used to drinking water that comes from the rain, so that they have catchment. So they have tanks, so water is fine, and they having rain every day. Just unfortunate for the
Okay.
neighbors who have no roof and the rain every day on top of it.
Mm,
So in that little area it's called Troy in Fulani, like 95% of the
mm-hmm.
community is without a roof.
All right, help
Maybe
me
a
out.
2%. Mm-hmm.
Help me out. I know Duncan's and I know a community they call Hague. How far is Troy from Hague? You know Hague?
Yes. So Troy is on the border of Manchester and Trelawney. So
Oh,
you'll be going,
that's okay.
Christiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the side. So you have to go through Christiana, Colleyville, Pike. That side is where I am. So if you ever heard about the Troy Bridge, that's where Noisy River is to go to Noisy River through St. Elizabeth.
All right. So you just lost me. Yeah, but yeah. So the bridge still standing?
Yeah, they're currently building, but it's not complete as yet, so you still have no access to go to that side. So we
Oh
always
Lord.
have to go through Manchester. So that bridge takes you to Balaclava, St. Elizabeth. So Troy is just a little community right in between Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my dear.
It's Upper Trelawney.
Mm-hmm. You know, I I'm just saddened by the effects of Melissa. I won't even I won't even complain or start talking about the minor. Trust me, I was talking to a colleague today at work, and the colleague says, Mr. Shand, based on what I saw with the others, with my own eyes, because he went down, I only had a drizzle at my house. Each room for me had a little watermark on the ceiling. So I know that the roof is compromised, but me not complain because the roof is still on. And even though I'm seeing the watermark, I never got wet one day during the heavy rains, and we're still having rains in Kingston. I'm still not getting wet. I have food. Where I live, though, we always have a water problem. Always. When other communities are having water, um, we always have water problems. So I got frustrated. So I bought some water tanks. Bought 2 water tanks, and sometimes we don't have water for weeks. So the 2 water tanks will run out. So I can't bother. So I'm gonna buy 2 more. So, I have enough that once it's filled, it can last me for a good while. So I know when there's no water, you can't use no washing machine because that take a heap of water. So you wash out with your hand, and the rinse water you use, no add soap and washing it. Them recycling something there, the survival mechanism.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, but I really can't complain. So my so I spend my time on social media and just watching the devastation, and then I get depressed, and then I make a plan and a pledge that I'm not going to go back and watch it, and then I go back and I watch it, and I get depressed, and I say, okay, this is it, I'm not going to watch it, and then I go back again and still watch it.
But it's
Um,
kind of difficult to not watch it because once you take your phone up and go on social media,
the
it's
first thing that
all
come
over.
on,
That's all you can see.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
I mean, we might be here now in class, but mentally we're not here because everywhere you turn. I went to Montego Bay because we have staff there, so we had to go and visit. And
Hmm.
to see people right down by Pier 1 washing their clothes, I mean, it's just a mess. It's really
Steffi,
rough.
Steffi, you said something. I mean, I know some students maybe in the class now saying, "Sir, just start teach,"
Mhm,
and I cannot because there are some people who may in the class who may not have family members in the
mhm,
West. So what we're talking about really don't affect them. But
mhm.
I have to be so cognizant that I may be teaching 1 + 1 = 2. And Steph, all upon your mind is your mother, your father, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your little
Right.
chow power dog, and the cat.
Mhm.
And you're on edge so much that every time you hear a text message coming, you wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
So I'm very mindful that we have to set the tone, and we have to just be a little bit more sensitive to the fact that
Mhm.
there are others who are suffering. I too have family members down there, but it's not. My family is from St. Anne. They are fine, but I have
Them no.
in-laws. Right, I have in-laws in Black River, and
Um,
when we went through our little stuff in Kingston, and trust me, I thought my roof was gonna go. When we went through our little stuff in Kingston, I remember that sister-in-law. Because whenever she comes to Jamaica, she goes down, and I'm the one that drives her down. And so I called her and I said, "Yo, how things?" And then I recognized she was crying. And I said, "What to you?" She's not hearing from them. I said, "No, man, everything will be fine." And then the next thing is the phone rang. She called me, crying even louder. I said, "Walk one. You hear from them?" Yes. As the Melissa she land, the first thing she do, I take off the people them roof,
yeah.
take out them window. Them can't run to them next door because guess what happened to them next door people?
It's gone as well.
Feed them roof gone as well. Feed them windows them gone. And so they just had to sit down and pretty much just sit down in the rain and just watch
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
belongings just go.
Mhm.
And there are some of you in here, well, not some of you. Let me just paint a picture. And forgive me for those of you who are trying to put this behind them, but this is my first time meeting you all together for a class. I have to set the tone. Stephanie now live at Kingston for argument's sake. I don't know where Stephanie live, but Stephanie live at Kingston for argument's sake. Stephanie now, I try qualify for a little house at Kingston, and Stephanie I try for years and can't get one little house. Stephanie I pay 100,000, $120,000 for rent. Stephanie can't send down as much money a country because she have to pay 100 and something thousand dollar rent. Stephanie parents say, Steph, hold on 1 second, please. Steph parents them say, Steph, why you doing this? I have piece of land. Why don't you just come and instead of pay the $100,000, you start by your little block and steel and start build. Since you're accustomed to pay $100,000 every month you just go to 120,000 and go buy a block and steel and you start build. And Steph say, Mommy, you don't do that for me? And she say, yes, I'm my daughter. Go and go do the stuff. And Steph start build. And Steph get one little house for herself and her family. And Steph said, thank you, Jesus. I want to house for myself. And Steph get one new work down there. So and then Melissa just come and take out all of that. Anybody see the point me I make?
Yeah. Yeah.
It rough. It rough. Everything we Steph would have built for now. And finally make a life and things of why everything got all of that is gone. All of that is gone in just one poof. Poof. And everything just gone. So um it is rough. Um I'm really hoping that we can be a little bit more, sensitive to those who are disenfranchised. All right. Anybody else before we
Before you move on, sir,
Mm-hmm.
some of us in here have kids, right?
Some of us
And
what?
we might think that we have children,
Mm-hmm.
and we might think that, oh, they're not experiencing anything. They have no responsibility. They're not showing any sign of depression,
Mm-hmm.
but they are also seeing what's happening. And children might not show it, but they do
Mm-hmm.
get stressed as well. You have to pay attention to them.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Because
absolutely.
my son, I have him here, they said that the quicker they go back to living a normal life,
Mm-hmm.
like going back to school is better. But there's a lot of children right now who's out of school. I took my
Mm-hmm.
child here in Portmore and I enrolled him into a school here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, his grandmother and aunt is back in Ceylon because my aunt is a nurse, so she have to be back at work.
Mm-hmm.
And he's depressed because he's not hearing from them every day like he's used to.
Oh,
So you have to
absolutely.
pay attention to your children
Mm-hmm.
and ensure that you ask them questions. How do you feel? And these
Mm-hmm.
things. You might end up losing because of it.
Steffi, remember say no. Our nowadays them sensibly, Put it this
Very.
way. Put it this way. They um so even if you're blind, you would have known or heard that we went through a hurricane. So everybody would have said that. Uh-huh. Now, there are times, Steph, you not have no money and you try hide it from the kids. But them discern it. Them discern say, we don't have no money. Mommy, I can't help me say, no man, next time, no man. And you don't discuss it, but they discern that there is no money. Right? So yes, we have to take their mental health into consideration as well to see how it is that they're coping from all that has happened, especially if they had seen the devastation, and he would have seen the devastation firsthand where the roof them gone, because it did say earlier that he was down there and I picked him up. So all of that, and and then he may be having survivor's guilt now to say, well, mommy up here and she have roof and she have light and she have this and she have that, but grandma don't have anything down there, and it is
Mm,
just rough. So you have to monitor it. You have to monitor his progress. Just sit and have conversations with him and encourage him to write. I know men don't like to write and to show emotions because them foolishly culture us that we're not supposed to cry, because if we cry, we are girls, and as if we don't have emotions as well. Um, but just monitor him, and ask him to write, to write and just tell me how you're feeling, and allow him to express it. And you can get a lot out of it. Um, if he draws, ask him to just draw his emotion. And this is somebody who has done, things in learning disability. If I recognize that somebody has a learning disability or a learning difficulty, we normally call it nowadays, um, I would ask them to either write something or to just draw something, and when I look at the drawing, I try to interpret the drawing myself, and then um, after doing that, then I call them and say, "Yo, describe for me what this drawing is saying," and you have to take necessary steps. It's rough. I'm gonna say one more thing, and then we look at some stuff. I mean, I give you some general information. Um, some of you may say that it's not affecting you, but when you go to work, because this is evening school, so I know most of you work, maybe not all, but I know most of you work, and you hear your colleagues talk about things, you may not be able to identify with them because that's not your experience, but you are sucking in this information every day and consuming it. I want you to check your mental health. for the rest of the semester, I want you to just be honest with me. If I'm teaching you something and you're having a difficulty focusing and coping in class with what it is that I'm presenting, just tell me. I don't want you to be frustrated and say, sir, me can't bother you coming. No, just say, sir, talk to me. If you don't want the rest of them to know what you're going through at that point, send me a direct message. As I said before, I may not be going through it firsthand. My 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 relatives that are in, I just have, yeah, maybe uncles mainly in and some second and third and fourth cousins in St. Anne, because my immediate relatives from St. Anne are living close to me. So I mean, I was able to, during the hurricane or just before the hurricane, I was able to go to the supermarket and, do some shopping for them, make sure that my parents are fine, make sure that my siblings are fine, and, one or two others that would have reached out to me. You could buy a thing or two and say, all right, hold this, keep in touch with me, so forth and so on. But if you're ever going through something and you feel like you want somebody to, reason further, talking about a sibling, just as I said sibling, the message, one of them just sent me a WhatsApp message. Yeah, just talk to me. Talk to me and let me know. I may be your first point of contact, even outside of your head of school, that you may have to call the institution and can't get through to the person. Your other lecturers will be the first point of contact to say, yo, communication lecturer, this is what is happening to me. My math lecturer, this is what is happening to me. But talk to me. I am here to support you. Mark you. It is also difficult for me because I'm carrying all of your burdens. I'm carrying your burdens, right? Now, if any of you are having difficulties meeting your we call it now your payment plan with the institution, hear me out. I do not want you to stop coming to class and give up on this thing. Reach out to your dean of faculty and say to the dean, "Me have $100,000 left to pay for the school fee. My family roof blow off. Me have to send $80,000 to give them to start doing some stuff. How can you assist me?" Right? Mark, them can write off the school fee because you would agree with me and understand that the school also has we call it responsibilities. Yeah? The school also has staff to pay, because I can tell you, some of the staff members, their salary directly comes from tuition payments. And I'm sure you wouldn't feel comfortable to know, say, boy, you know pay your school fee, but and not but and the person that is going to be affected by that is your very class teacher who now can't pay internet bill for come teach you. But talk to us. Talk to us, students. I don't want anybody to drop out of the class and say, sir, our school fee and me can't bother because this and that. No, come talk to us. Talk to us. I guarantee you, we will listen. I'm gonna tell you, if the man them not listen to you, or if you can't get through to them, send me an email. Wait until I come to class. Say to me, sir, this is my situation, and allow me to reach out to them for you. But I don't want you not to come to class. Something was laid on my spirit a while ago, and I need to say it. Um, be aware of those of your family members who may guilt you to give what you don't have. I heard I was in the session yesterday, and I heard one of the students said, while she was in the session, this was when we had a little breakout afterwards. This, I don't know the student, but the student said she touched base with one of her male friends, and the male friend was in a depressive state because, like every other day, when the food run out from him, people them down a country who were affected, them call him for help because them hungry. But also he has his family here to take care of. But he also loves his family down there and wants to help. And he's in a quandary, not having any more money to send down, not having any more money to feed his family up here. And he believes that he has that responsibility um, to take care of them. I mean, he's not doing very well, the student says. Student says, sir, miss, not just talking to me, she was talking to the counselor. Miss, the person not doing very well. I wasn't checking the chat until just now. So don't, yeah, I see that message. Um, yes, KR, I see that message. Yeah, yeah, and it is real. It is real. I know the school is also putting things together, and they know I'm going to say something to you because what I'm going to say to you now, I'm speaking to myself in the process. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking down to them. No, if you know your teacher well, your teacher is very down to earth. Sometimes some of us, myself included, has a little bit of pride to it. And you may be hungry, but you say, try, I mean, ask somebody for no help. Better go and come. I'm going to say to you, ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be open. Students, nobody is an island. If you are a Jamaican living in Jamaica, matter of fact, even if you're not a Jamaican, but once you are in Jamaica now, if you are not affected by what happened a couple of days ago, it means that you have no heart. All right? So if you carry one tin of mackerel go work with some boiled dumpling, be cognizant that your co-worker who normally come and work and sit down and eat, you know, see them in the lunchroom anymore. Go say to them, say, yo, walk keep. At lunchtime, I'm watch it yesterday, I watch it today, I watch it the day before. What is happening? No, man, I'm okay. Stop. What is happening? And the person may just break and say, I don't have anything. I say, yo, me not have much, but come. Me could go lock up in one car downstairs, or me could go do something and on a share. Bless it, the Lord will multiply it. Students, no man is an island. Right about now, in order for us to rebuild, we have to depend on each other. The Bible speaks about iron sharpening iron. This is what we need to do now. We need some sharpening because it is rough. All right. The other thing, spoke about the school fees, other thing about the exams. I saw somebody earlier that says, sir, when is the mid semester? Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, um, I'm cognizant of that. The truth is, during Melissa, I didn't even know what was going to happen in terms of the severity. I sat down and I wrote questions for you guys. I wrote questions because after this thing here, I figured that we're going to just pick up the pieces and continue. So I wrote questions, and I'm not share them yet. That would be insensitive of me. I'm not sharing them yet. You will get those. You will get them, but I'm not sharing them yet. I have a heart, and people just need to come. I know you're not talking to me tonight because maybe you're just overwhelmed. So I am doing the talking. I just want to set the tone to let you know that your teacher out here cares, your institution cares, and we're here to support you. You know, whatever difficulties you're going through, please verbalize it. I know the institution went down. I think 2 days, somebody told me to drop our food stuff into the country area. If you have family members down there and they also need help, reach out to the institution so that when they're going down, arrangements can be made so that they can, they can put a parcel together or two to say, the college going to be in whatever it is. I mean, I know country them is them, I told man, so them can reach out. So exams. There was a meeting yesterday, with the principals at Excelsior, but no final decision was reached. There's going to be a follow-up meeting on Tuesday of next week, and that's what honestly I'm waiting on to hear how it is that they're going to be going through the assessment for this semester. I will assure you, however they are going to be assessing the semester, it will be done with you in mind. When I give you the coursework pieces, hear me out, and I want you to hear me out clearly. Not because we're in a storm, not because we are trying to mop up the pieces. It means that you're going to be dishonest with your coursework pieces. I want you to work on your pieces independent of the research. You still must be able to perform when you complete your associate degree on your own. But I'll give you coursework pieces and I'll give you enough time to cover those coursework pieces, to submit those coursework pieces to me so that I can mark and assign a grade. All I'm asking for you to do, just be responsible. Cheating won't help us. It won't get you anywhere because when you get the final assessment, as I may have told you before, um, I taught Foundation 3 in the summer, and there were students who got 90 odd percent for the coursework pieces. Not one or two or three, a good number of students who got 90 odd percent. But when they went into the exam, students are getting 15%, 18%, 20%. When I put the grades on the grade sheet, students are coming out with D's and D pluses. The students who fail the course, I think there were like 15 students, between 10 and 15 students, I don't remember the exact number, received D pluses. Received D pluses. And why they couldn't pass? And they can't say, boy, sir, you couldn't give them a makeup. There's no makeup mid-semester. I can't make up for the exam. The most I can do is possibly give a makeup for the mid-semester, for the coursework. Did it make sense? I give a makeup for the coursework. But some students went in there with 97% and 98% and 90% and them something there. Even if the student got 100%, 40 out of 40 for the coursework, they would have still gotten a D plus. So it really didn't make sense. What's the point I'm making? You can't do your coursework pieces, students, and go and research a coursework piece and don't try to learn and understand what it is that you're researching, so that when you go into the exam, you can actually regurgitate some of the information. Does not look good. I was livid when I finished marking this stuff, and trust me, there were lots of papers that I had to mark, and I was livid when I was done. I don't want that to happen to pre-calculus. I don't want that to happen to pre-calculus. Do your work yourself. Do your work yourself. Try and understand it. So when you go into the exam, even if you go into the exam and get a 40 or a 45%, you know you still can pass with at least a C plus. Too many students are getting C minuses. I barely make it on this. The ones who somewhat better. I mean, I got an A in the summer for Foundation 3, right? But when you pass in the course, you pass with it 50%, 51, 52. No, man. You have to do better than that. So for the pre-calculus, I'm expecting this semester that it will look much better. When I give the coursework pieces, I want you to just work on them, do the very best you can with them. Um, Tracy, all right, so I've often said, Tracy, I've often said without apologies, if what the West got, Kingston and St. Andrew got it, the death toll would have been 3, 4, 5 times as much. You see, because when you look at the map, Kingston and St. Andrew is so densely populated. And one of the things, if I were Prime Minister of this country, if I were a member of Parliament, the first thing that I would do is to get those people from the gully banks. So where I live, in order to get to work in the mornings, sometimes I pass one gully and then I pass 2 gullies. Yeah, if I drive there, so 2 gullies to get to work. If I drive the other way, I'll pass 1 gully. Right? No, lie. If I drive that way, I'll pass 3 gullies, and if I drive that way, I'll pass 1 gully. And for the 4 gullies that I'm telling you about, one of them in particular, and I'm going to tell you where that one is, on Red Hills Road. If that day something did come, I mean the people them house just lift up with them inside there, so it would have lift up and send them straight down another gully. We would have seen unalived people at the mouth of the harbor. So in all things give thanks, and I am no problem, my love, no problem. So I will definitely get the intro that to get the recording. So yeah, man. So it's not that we have more Christians in Kingston than we have in St. Elizabeth. That's not it. It's just a favor from God. And even after this, we're still wicked. During the hurricane, who's somebody get dead in a Mandeville? I fight and kill them each other. Right? And I'm saying you're in a hurricane. Why are you doing this? Show a little love. Right? So, yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, all right. No, because Arian was down up to Monday when the staff went. Monday the staff went back for I had a general meeting. I was getting messages and sat beside the students finance person, and they said that they can't do anything because the area was down. And the truth is, I was on Cellcat today, the timetabling software. I was on that today, and I got through on it. So more than likely, Aaron is back up. But if I were to confess to you, I I didn't even remember to go and check on those. But I will definitely check on it. Let me plug my device in, and hopefully if I can connect remotely to the system at work, I can check on it during the session. All right, so that's exams. And of course, so we spoke about the tuition, we spoke about exams, and it is important for you to, again, as best as possible, for you to come out to classes. I need to still be able to reach you and interact with you. So as best as possible, try coming out. And if it is that you have a difficulty coming, just keep in touch with, oh Lord, this thing is very dead. Keep in touch with your your classmates. And I will just ask the student, Rockstone. I'll just ask the students no. Oh, man.
Good night, sir.
No, Papa.
Sir, so what about my case? The prerequisite override.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Remember, so we just come back out, Papa. Just come back out. The system was down. They turned off the server because they wanted to protect the, the school's investment. So what it is that I'm doing now, I'm turning my system on to see if I can get connected remotely to the stuff. It will be sorted out. We're just coming back from the hurricane. And the system was down. I didn't check today because the truth is I just didn't remember. So Monique just reminded me, and I'm now trying to boot up my device to see if I can check. Um, Good. Um, I will ask: is there any other issue that you want me to address? If not, we can just. Oh, I did say to you that I don't know what decisions will be taken in terms of the exams. So I can't tell you if we're going to do a paper. In COVID we did a compulsory paper. We did 3 questions, each valuing 20 marks, and the students were required to answer all 3 questions. And we got 20 multiple choice questions. So the paper was still marked out of 80. And that was a model that we used for COVID. After COVID, we went back to the 4 questions, 30 marks each, you answering any 2 questions for 60 marks on the essay type questions and 20 marks on the multiple choice. So it came back out to 80. I can't tell you what it is that they're going to do just yet because I don't know. But as you come to class next week, today's Thursday, or we have class Tuesday, Thursday. I may not have the information to share with you on Tuesday because the meeting is going to be held Tuesday, but for sure by Thursday. But if you have another class Wednesday, maybe that lecturer will share with you, or those lecturers will share with you what will happen. But for sure, I will come back to you on Thursday, God's willing, to let you know what is happening. All right. With those said, can anybody remind me how many of you did any work over the? I mean, it's a weird question, but I'm still going to ask it. How many of you did any work? Just raise a hand in the since our last class before the storm. If you send nothing, I'm not going to look at it differently. I will perfectly understand. Anybody did any work? Oh, come on, computer. Okay, there's one. All right. Thanks for your honesty. I did, as I told you, I did a little bit of work. As I boot up this computer, the answer sheet for something. Yeah, my work. Yes, Tracy, my work. As I boot up my computer, I saw the answer sheet for one of the exam papers, the mid-semester papers that I prepared. Okay, Brit, I saw that response. Don't worry about it. Don't feel guilty. Yeah, don't feel guilty. It's totally understood. I totally understand the situation, so don't feel guilty. What I'll ask you to do for me now, though, is to see how best we can mop up the pieces and try as best as possible. And I'm using an operative try. It may be difficult for those of you directly affected, but try as best as possible to let us get back on track with what it is that is going on. So from my memory, I know we were looking at some binomial expansion. Am I correct? Was that the last thing we were doing?
Yes, sir.
Right. And we did Pascal's, we did binomial expansion. And then no, I had started with you the combination notation, and I showed you how to do the factorial. And I said to you that 5 factorial is 120 because it's 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 times 4 is 4 5 20. 20 times 3 is 60. 60 times 2 is 120. 120 times 1 is 120. So 5 factorial is 120. I showed you how to find a factorial notation on a calculator. Because really and truly, oh, no, man, I did that with you as well. I was about to say really and truly, ultimately, I wanted to get into the combination notation, but I did do the combination notation with you in parts. When we're talking about the binomial, when we're talking about the Pascals, rather, where one increases, the other one decreases. I don't give you the formulation for the binomial, the expansion using the binomial. I will do that tonight. I will do that tonight. But, ouch. All right. For Henroy and Monique, I'm trying to connect to the VPN, and it is taking an awfully long time to go through. So maybe I won't be able to connect from home. Just to give you an update.
Okay.
So yeah, no problem. So what I want us to do is I'm going to give you a question. Oh, I need to do this first because I have some lovely students who love to write on my board. All right. I want to give you a question as a refresher, and then for the remainder of the session today, I want to just work on the the combination notation. I want to work with you on the combination notation to show you how to do that, to evaluate using that notation. And let me tell you why it is important. Somebody may say, but sir, since we already know how to do Pascals, why we have to do the combination notation? Sometimes they are sometimes they give you a question in the exam. By using Pascals, evaluate. By using the combination notation, evaluate. So if they say to you, by using the combination notation, and you kiss the teacher and say, after me, I know that, sure, I'm going to use Pascals, your answer is going to come out exactly the same as if you use the combination notation. But you're going to get 0 because you didn't follow the instructions. So them say to use the Pascals, if they say by using Pascals, evaluate, and you use a combination, you get 0 mark. Even though it's right, you get 0 mark. And it also works vice versa. However, if they only say to you, evaluate, and they weren't so specific with the approach, and you select whichever approach is close to you, I would have to mark it and give it a mark. All right. So if if what it is that if they don't give you any directives and you select the method that you best understand, that you best understand, you will get the full marks. But if them say to you use this, make sure say you use it. All right. So allow me now to write a question, and I'm trying to make up one here. Um,
Sir, please, I'm asking, start with little school, right? Start with little school before you put me in a big school, please.
no, man, we're not going on too heavy, man. I just want we did this one already, you know. I just want to make sure that you are you're remembering before I'm moving to something else. So I'm gonna ask you to expand say 2x minus 5y to the fourth. And then I'm gonna put something and say in ASCEN in ascending powers of x. Remember, when I said to you in ascending powers of x, this piece is going to be done last, right? A piece is going to be done last. This is going to be done first. So do the expansion as you know how to do the expansion, and then you work on that piece that I circled in purple last. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes, 5, 6. Let me give you. Let me be more generous. All right, somebody's coming in. Who is that?
Sir, is Anne Marie Jones. Is Pascal with
Yeah, man, Pascal. Yes, my love. Yes, Annie.
okay.
All right, start for me, please. I just want to make sure that you are remembering what is happening before I move into the other one. Matter of fact, I may use this very example to introduce to you the other topic. Yeah, so I'll give you some time. The timer is on, so I'm gonna mute while you do the work for teacher. Thank you. David Green, mute for me, please. Are we finishing it off, or we still need some more time? There's a minute left. We still need more time.
Sir, 2 more minutes, please.
Sorry, I can't participate because I'm on the road currently.
I was wondering where you were. I didn't hear you at all. All right, cool. All right, I give you 5 more minutes. Peter. Mute for me, please. I don't even have access to my stuff. All right, so I hear my timer go off. Are you ready?
Sorry, they gave us additional 5 minutes.
Never mind, I'm just 5 minutes. Are you saying that it's still working?
Sir, I the checking up part of, but I mean, the checking up part that confused me.
Okay. All right, no problem. Anybody still working?
Yes, I'm at the last one, sir. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna give it. Jody, I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and continue. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. A few more minutes. I want to make sure. I want to say that you how far you can get to the question. We'll work on the speed at some other points, but I just want to make sure that you can complete the question. Oh crap, it's not working like that. So, all right, I'm giving you 5 minutes more. 5 more minutes, and then that is it. No more than. I'm not extending the time after this.
Sir,
Uh-huh. What's up?
sir, you can tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
All right, we're gonna do it now. I don't know the answer yet, so we're gonna do it now. Let's go.
So you going to talk or me?
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it
Okay.
on screen. All right, so my coefficients are 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Always stay right there, so
Yes, sir. Good.
Yes,
Yes,
sir, that's
sir.
correct.
Correct.
very good. 1, 2x to the fourth, negative 5y to 0, plus 4, 2x to the third. Oh, come on, man. So negative 5y to the first, plus 6, 2x to the second, negative 5y to the second power, plus 4, 2x to the first, negative 5y to the third, plus 1, 2x to the 0. Come on. All right, I put on some water to mix up.
To the fourth power. Oh,
No, 0, then
2x to the
0,
0
Then
Nah, the
4.
2x that.
negative
fourth.
5y to the fourth.
Yes, that
Zero.
might have 4.
Now, hold on, guys. I put on some to make some tea. Hold on, one minute, please. Come in. Don't move, don't move, don't move. All right. So your teacher bun up himself with the hot cup of tea a while ago. Aye, aye, aye. But anyhow, let's go. So so I heard some debates regarding the one that is raised to the fourth power. Are you all with me? Are you all agreeing with what I
Yes,
have on the screen?
yes, sir.
Hmm. Let me just highlight something here. Remember, the sum of the powers supposed to be equal to the overall power that is given, which is 4. So when you finish writing it, just quickly look at it uh, to ensure that that's what you have. So if when you do it, you recognize that it is not exactly how it's supposed to be, um, just quickly pause and go back and look at it. A question like this carries about 5 marks. Well, this may be about a 1, 2, 3, about a 5, 6 marker. You don't want to lose it. So just make sure that you take your time to do the question correctly. All right. So Jody was saying that she write this, but it's just the evaluation part. And I'm going to do the evaluation part in steps. So I would say I'll write back my 1, and 2x raised to the fourth power is going to be 16x to the 4. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Correct, sir.
All right, good. So I put in the 16x to the 4th in parentheses here. I'm not shortchanging the stuff because even at this stage, having learned this in high school myself and doing this for many years, I still have to write what it is that I'm writing. I can't I can't just look at it and just do it. So I don't expect you now learning it to be able to just not do what I'm doing. So write it. And 5x to the 0 is going to be 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Finish the first term 4. 2 raised to the third power is going to be 8. So this is going to be 8x cubed. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And negative 5 to the first power is going to be negative 5y. And then 6. 2x all squared is going to be 4x squared. And negative 5, when I square negative 5, I'm going to get positive 25. So that becomes 25y squared. Agreed? Or did somebody have negative 25y squared? Because I don't hear no response.
Yes, sir. We did have negative
I
25.
I have the numbers that you have, but I don't know why I keep leaving off the powers.
Sir,
Mm-mm.
do about the 25.
Sir, I think I'll leave out the power there so for true.
Sir, wait there. Me not put a power there for two.
Me either.
Mhm.
I'm not putting a power,
Sir,
sir, so
go
it's
back
probably
up.
wrong.
Negative 5y multiplied by negative 5y. When I multiply two negative numbers, I get a positive number. So that's going to be 25. And y times y is y squared. So I have to get 25y squared.
But to the 25, why not, sir? But I forgot to put the squared.
Right. So it's supposed to be 25y squared. All right. I mean, no, me knowing in the wrong, Come here, ask the question, nobody not answer me.
Sir, we did
Me,
have one good so far, man. Good
me
grade.
know that. And then I ask a question and then me not hear no answer. I say, I bet this money put negative 25y squared. All right, let's continue. Plus 4. This is going to be just 2x. And negative 5y all cubed is going to be negative 125y cubed. Everybody agree with that?
Sir,
Okay.
wait. Me left me the blank out a while ago. You just explain how we put on back the powers because me still not see how.
Yeah, I just showed you a while ago. Negative 5y times negative 5y. When I multiply y by y, I'm going to get y squared.
Oh, I get it now. Cause two we are multiply the variables.
Right, as well as the numbers. Yes, 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 yes. And negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 is going to be negative 125. Do you agree with that?
Yes,
Yes.
sir, that is correct.
Good job. And then no plus. 1 times 2 to the 0 is going to be 1. Negative 5 times 4. This like 625 to me, you know.
Yes, sir.
Sir, -6.
Just not have
Positive. Positive.
Positive.
6.
why me,
Positive.
why me get everything negative?
Remember, when you have a negative, and that's why I deliberately gave you one with a negative, because the last time when we left, I was saying to you that when you have a negative number raised to an odd power, your result is going to be negative. Anybody remember that? Woo-hoo.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
remember.
Remember.
Right. And when you have a positive number, a negative number raised to a even power, the result is going to be positive. So that's why negative 5y to the fourth is going to be positive 625y to the fourth. Because I'm raising a negative number to an even power, the result is going to be positive. Talk to your teacher, please. Is that a yes? Do you agree with that? Am I able to move?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, one second. So you circle some stuff at the top, the powers. Why?
I circle them to show you that every time when you finish that part of the question, when you add those, them supposed to come up to the sum of the overall power. You remember we're expanding something to the coming. Remember we're expanding something to the fourth power. We're given 2x minus 5y raised to the fourth power. So every time I write my lines, I'm supposed to end up with something with the overall power as
Yeah, man, I
4.
remember. But you still put them down but like the 16 x to the fourth power. And then the 3 right here, so but I don't see the 1.
Which one is it done?
4 brackets 8x to the third power.
Oh, I mean, I have to put the one, mums. Remember?
Because it did get me confused. That's true. I wasn't paying attention to me.
Yeah, I can't put the one, and I can't put the one. It not really make a difference. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
Papa. Hmm.
when you do the calculation, where the formula where you say when you use a negative and you get a positive and why the calculator show me negative 625?
Because you need to put your negative 5 into parentheses, into brackets, and then raise it. So you need to,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's
man.
why I get it too, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Your calculators are not built in with syntax, so you have to be very careful. And that's why I said to you, I want you to carry calculators to class, so I can be deliberate in teaching you how to use a calculator. So we know what it is that we have. So yeah, that's the reason. All right. Let us see if we can finish this. So 1 times 16x to the fourth times 1 is simply 16x to the fourth. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Times 8 is negative 160.
Sir, about that and start over, please.
So let's go
Sir,
again.
I'm on the right track then.
Good job. So 1 times 16x to the fourth times 1 is 16x to the fourth. 5 times negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Negative 20 times 8 is going to be negative 160.
Yes, sir. XY to the third. Is that
No,
again?
no, ma'am. X cube y. X cube y. Not xy to the third. X cube y. Remember, y is to the first power.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. X cube y. Always stay. Good?
How you get the
Yes.
160, sir?
4 times 8 times negative 5.
Okay, thanks.
Good. And then now, we're going to say 25 times 4 times 6 is 600. So this is plus 600 x squared y squared.
Oh. So why you not get negative?
Because there is the negative 5y all squared is a positive 25y squared.
Okay.
Right? And then negative 125 times 2 times 4 is 1000. So that is going to be negative 1000 x y to the third. And 1 times 1 is 1 times 625 is 625 y to the fourth. So go ahead, please.
Sir, me get all of it, the answer where you get, but my
Yes, sir,
sign,
me get it.
why me signed, why me the plus and the minus wrong, and then some of the power them different.
All right, so you have to just be consistent with the powers. But I know exactly what is happening with the plus and the minus sign. You are not putting. Just ask a question, and I want you to listen to each other. You just ask a question. Why when I put in my calculator negative 5 to the third, I'm getting a positive 125. I mean, negative 5 to the fourth, I'm getting a negative answer. The truth is, whenever you're raising a negative number to any power and you put it in calculator, always put it in brackets. Always put it in brackets. You stand a better chance. Put it in brackets. So try for me now, all of you. For those of you who had a problem with the signs, try it for me, please. Just put it in brackets. Once you put it in brackets, I guarantee you are fine. Remember, some of you don't follow instructions. Stick rocking at some on the ears. And then now follow the instruction. Sir, I will remember. You're not going to remember. Start from now. But just put them in parentheses. Just like how I did it. Do the same thing. I put them in parentheses. You use up your brackets. Use up your brackets. Use up your brackets. Use up your brackets. Use up your brackets.
Sir,
Yes,
also,
please.
what we can do in the second row, we can
Mm-hmm.
look at the second row to say where it have the, for example, the 8x to the cube,
Mm-hmm.
5y. That
Negative 5.
that
Negative
there
5.
is negative 5y. The result will be negative.
Very good.
Same like how the 25y squared is gonna come out positive.
Mm-hmm.
So they can use that as a guide
Very
to
nice.
find out if it should be negative or positive.
Very good. Thank you, Britt. And and one of the things that you need to recognize as well as well, as I pointed out to you some time before, when you do the question, you're not going to necessarily get two negative numbers beside each other. If everything is positive, you'll get all positive numbers. But once you get a negative number inside of it, the numbers will alternate. So either you're going to start with a negative number, either it's going to be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, or positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So the signs will alternate. So if you end up with two negative signs, one following the other, chances, hear me out. If you get a negative number into the expansion, into the binomial to expand, and you're getting two positive numbers side of each other, one following the other, or two negative numbers, one following the other, sitting around. It's either you're going to start off with a negative number, the other number must be positive. Then the other number will be negative. Or you start off with a positive number like we did it with 16x to the fourth. That means the next term will be negative. Then the term following that will be positive. So the terms alternate in the signs. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Am I done?
Sir, I put them in the bracket and it It is true you're talking. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I just want to get into the habit of doing that. All right. How is the? Am I finished?
Sir, well, last time they do one we count down, the podium count
Sir,
down.
you're not
Very
doing
good.
ending.
Very good. Very excellent. Excellent. Thank you. I asked the question because I wanted to see. Okay, very good, Jada. I wanted to see if you remember. We said that in ascending powers of x. Look at my x. Is my x in ascending powers or descending powers?
Descending.
Descending powers. So that's why I said, very good, Jada. That's why I said to you that. Just do the question as it is first. Because if this was a 8 marker, you'd have gone about 6 marks already. And then maybe 2 marks for the write it in ascending or descending order. So do the question as Sir taught you how to do the question, and then now, all we're going to do is flip it. So we're going to say, 625 by to the fourth minus 1000 xy cube plus 600 x squared y squared, that's in its original position, minus 160 x cube y plus 16x to the fourth. Now you're in ascending powers of x. Sir, how you know? You have right there, so you have x to the 0. You have x to the 0, then x to the first, then x to the second, then x to the third, then x to the fourth. So it's ascending, ASCEN, ascending in the powers of x.
So, sir, this what we just do is descending.
The origin,
Because
this piece here.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because she is ascending. This is the one that is ascending when it's going right.
No, the one that I put in brown is going to be the ascending. So we're going to work the question as it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Focus on the name.
On the x.
The X, yeah, focus on the
So
X.
when it's moving to the right, it's ascending. That's what I'm asking.
No, don't look at it that it's moving to the right. No. Don't look at it as moving to the right. Well, when it is going up, when you're counting up, 0, then
Yeah,
1,
because
then
you're
2,
going
then
up the
3.
number line, so it's going up.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you mean by to the right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So that is going to be ascending. Yeah. So if we left our answer like that, the original piece with the arrow there, the answer we got before the second to last line, that would be in descending powers of x or ascending powers of y. In the brown, it's ascending powers of x. You know that y now descends. So just sometimes then put that in there to just see how much you know. They want to know that you know what ascending is and what descending is, and them just put a little something in there for us. By the way, how we feel?
Sir, then
Sir,
can't just give it this a lump on the exam and that's it.
Or them can't just give it this and logarithm alone. I'm a good.
Jesus, it's a true say that not gonna
What
happen.
logarithm? This and that.
I'm very good, Priscilla. Rush, you were saying something, Papa. I didn't hear it fully. Say it again.
Sir, I was saying that it can go on for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. All right. So I wanted to do something else tonight, but it's fine. I won't be able to do it. But as I said before, it is fine. Um, um, I'm happy that I was able to get something in tonight. You know, two things, many things. I was able to ascertain how you guys are coping. Um, and I was also trying to, just to give you some words of encouragement. And of course, we're able to do a question. Yes, it took us a while to do, but that's fine. It's not about how quickly do the question no, but I just want to make sure that you're understanding. What I'm going to ask you to do for me is to do these two for me for homework. For those of you who want to go through it now, it's not a problem. Just do these two for homework for me. I want you to expand. No, I know what I wanted to try to bring across. I want to make sure that you're getting it. So I'm going to give it 3x minus 7y today to the third power. I'm trying to bring out something, and then I'm going to give you x minus 2y to the fifth power, and 4x plus 3y to the fourth. Yeah, man. You can go and run them three there. Thank you guys for coming out. I pray and hope and trust that you remain safe. Just keep posted. Britley, or Britley left. All right. I wasn't hearing much of her tonight. I really hope she's okay. All right, guys. If you can just reach out to Britley for me, please, to make sure that she's okay. I know she came and then she left. I don't know if she's going through something or she just don't have any internet access. But if you can just reach out to her for me, please, in a group, just to make sure that she's fine. And just be safe. Thank you for coming out, and let us keep the conversation going. Please, I want you to talk to me. All right? All the best.
Okay, sir. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
To you, to my love.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.